Mm.
Nyau killer. Ndine chipshela se sindi kujoka. One time. Alright, let's do this. Low. Rumors of war the mixtape. You don't want it. Steni nakula kwilani teo ndina badwa. Magudu ndili nao kumazopusi sindi mamva. Ukabe sindi mata. Osawa vasi taja. Menye za ushasha makavasa bezi mpata. Ndili ngari tonjani iwe ndiwe fasha. Rembo sula tanja. Kupasula ganja. Ugo siku imba sendi kungo saza. Mfana achibwana zako kwana mimbo mwaga. Look what I threw up, I know you see is rappers. Kona bozo salila za chinyao o sadabwa. Rungo dela nkawa, chifugwa na figa. Sindi kusiwa za chego, maina ndi monsters. All fake rappers, I'm 1,000 bee stings. I'd rather be broke than rap like Nyao King. I'm not being disrespectful, I'm being real. Namutandiza, now I know how to lose it feels. You don't want it, no, you don't want it. You don't want it, my rap's like global warming. You don't want it, you don't want it. I will bury you, youngin', this is just a warning. You don't want it, nope, you don't want it. Give me the microphone, watch me do it, do it. You don't want it, do it. The colors in the president, flow and in the quasi. Gwimba za nkondo, ena gwimba za shikwadi. Sikuteka bwanje, ndikuhala ndabe akazi. Ugangsta, ugamba, ushasha ulibadi. Simukufuna beef, nane ndima zitabadi. Ndikuyika mazi, muzitapwi. Kukuchitisa manyazi, pamaso pafazi. Makape alikuti ndaika kusi kwa pazi. Ase, sine mwana zako. Ungotoka Bobosa Matata. My rap really burn, I say you can call it arson. My living room's like a botanical garden. I got the tree sparking while listening to Marvin. Girls fall in love with my looks and my jargon. I'm singing Vazo Pusa like, I beg your pardon. Stepping up to low the definition of retarded. You don't want it, no, you don't want it. You don't want it, my rap's like global warming. You don't want it, you don't want it. I will bury you, youngin', this is just a warning. You don't want it, nope, you don't want it. Give me the microphone, watch me do it. I'm almost done. Do it. I can't talk about money, I wasn't born rich, but if it's about talent, then I'm too rich. Somebody tell Gula stop being foolish. I'll take this young black out without a pool stick. Murdered, how it feel, how the should I know? I've been murdering dudes way before Sopranos. Even if you got Lil Wayne for collabo, it makes no difference, you still got a whack flow. You ain't bad to the bone, stick selling phones. You shouldn't throw stones if your house is made of glass. I don't kiss ass, give your whiplash. Like a Mercedes, I'm in my own class. When I eat a rap, it's all the time I spit trash. Kuala ngari gesi, koma rosa tima. Sizu kushokela mudu mwanga, koma muntima. You can't take me out today, not even Sigolina. You don't want it, no, you don't want it. You don't want it, my rap's like global warming. You don't want it, you don't want it. I will bury you, youngin', this is just a warning. You don't want it, nope, you don't want it. Give me the microphone, watch me do it. Dude actually thinks he's battling me. Can't be serious. Rumors of war, the mixtape. No! One time.
Tukulande tipopana pa low profile Malawi maga muchipoga chimene ndithu cha chimene tikhale tikucheza ndi munthu wamkulu kwambiri amene ndithu ndi DJ Lomwe. Ndeno timva zambiri za iye kuti DJ Lomwe ndi ndani, amapanga chani, ali kuti anali mu Big Brother. Zonsezi zikhale katikati mwa program imene ndithu ya imene tikhale tikucheza ndi amene it's a big interview ino mukudziwa za DJ Lomwe. Wachita zinthu zazikulu pa dziko ngati Malawi, komano sitikudziwa kuti pano apanga chani. Ndeti mbweretse amene ndithu takondoleni azanu kuti nawonso asaphenyane nazo zinthu ngati zimenezi ndithu kuti amve kunena kuti kodi DJ Lomwe akupanga chani panakali pano kumene aliliko, kodi maplani ake ndi wotani. Mwamva chinyimbo chimene yakuti nyaukira, akuti yeyo amapha nyau, si munthu amasewera mu chinyimbo chake chimenechi ndithu chimene chikuonetsa ngati kuti ndi bifi ndi mkulu wina wake pamenepo ndithu. Tive kunena kuti kodi yeyu ndi ndani.
Boom boom boom.
Yes.
Inde.
Zabwino.
Indeed. Chizungu ndichichewa kuphatikiza zonse. Zabwino.
Munthu wakulu kwambiri mwakhala ino kusowa ndithu kwa nthawi yayitali. Tapa ceremony anthu amene akuonerera papa pali chinyinji cha anthu chimene chikuonerera. Tapa ceremony.
Inde. Apapa nthawi zonse mafuna ndizibweza kachiyankhulidwe katsopano, kaslang katsopano umaziwa. Ife tinakulera mu Banda City, tunde Banda City tinachuka ndi kubweresa my ideas, my innovation osiyana. Kali nyimbo zosiyana wireless lili kuti ku Banda City PTs. I don't mean to be it's not racist, it's not it's not discrimination. Koma PTs in the swag, you know what I'm saying? Ne umaziwa panopa
BT ndi swag ne muli kuti munaitawa PTs yo tikhale tikucheza mmenemo komano monga inu DJ Lomwe anthu amakudziwani kuti kodi DJ Lomwe kodi dzina limeneli ndi lapa chiphaso kapena lodyera?
And lodyera limenelo ineyo insana low industry. Of course nali munthu mmozi mwayiwoja wokuti game umayionera patali umayitsata, wishing one day you can be in the industry. Of course when I was in high school, wireless inangofika kumene ya private yoyamba inali FM 101. I was a big fan. Mamvela wireless ija kwambiri. I wish one day I could kumveka pa wireless imene. Time did kuma boarding school. Mangomveka pa ma variety show. You know what I'm saying? Ziyazongosatizira zija zokuti amene angati kumsatizira Mace or ndi ndani amene angamsalizire DMX ndi ndani, ma variety show aja mangopeza kuti mulibe nyimbo zanu mayimba nyimbo zotchukazo ndi amene akukhanga kuti akumveka ngati anthu aja amakhanga dolo. That was the kind of era that I grew up in until I got a chance tamaliza high school muja ndi basi maenda basi ma studio omwe amapezeka mplanta muja sanali ambiri. There was about maybe two studios otchuka ku Banda kuja komwe achinyamata amatha kupita kujambula nyimbo kuika pa CD paja then omwe akupitisa kuti ku 101 amene anali also gola time anali ngati real elements, because those guys, they had the resources, they were connected, and they were definitely ahead of the game at that time.
Tisana figure kumeneko DJ Lomwe as a DJ komano anthu afuna adziwe kuti kodi dzina la DJ Lomwe lenileni loyera.
Ndikubwera pomwepo zina limenelo linachokera pokuti simafuna kukhala ndi zina langati lese ngati anthu ene ramango zicha kuti DJ X-ray zopanda tanthauzo zokuti DJ bakuti no story ine mafuna kuti naziganiza zimene zija mazigaza kuti 10 years ntasanga zina limenelo after 10 years and was that story, about the origination of that name. And the origination of that name was from my tribe, obviously. My tribe, my grandmother, the Alomwe, like her tribe, the Alomwe. So, I wanted to represent, at the same time, I wanted something that has meaning has depth. Good at akakufusa like this in an interview, which akufotokoza kuti yeah, it's not inachokera ku background yanga, you know, I'm representing my family, my tribe, my culture, you know, my grandparents. I'm representing them in the new era. Mutantauzo lainero, you know, like lainero in terms of like bringing the old, the past to the present. So no allow me.
Zina lako leli gani?
Zina langa leli ndi Ian.
Ian ndani?
Ian Namade.
Ian Namade. Okay. Yeah,
Ian Namade. Okay. Ian Namade. Ian Adam.
Chabwino.
Okay.
Ian Adam Namade.
No. Adam is the last one. Ian Namade Adam.
Okay, chabwino.
Yeah.
Kuti uzisintha sobano kumanena kuti ineyo ndifuna ndizidziwika ndi DJ lomwe chifuna
Good question.
Or chifukwa inayambika before even usanapite ku Power 101.
No. It was directly because of 101. I mean, it was secondary kuja tinali maina mbili timango sintha ma nickname, you know, hapa ndine wagod hapa ndine wagod my nickname aje. But when I got to level 101, it was more maturity and it was more serious. That was my first job in terms of, you know, a professional job as an employment, you know. That was my first job. So, and that was like, my guys, Tina Sankira, right? As you know, Tina Sankira, through auditions, Tina Sankira, my DJ dad, out of 500, and to my audition, I mean, I Jago 101. Out of them, there was 3 of us. And that was like, you're gonna last. They're gonna be with you for a long time. So you have to think about it. So, you know, that was the reason. Nasanka, time to get back 101. This is the name I'm gonna carry from now on in the industry as entertainment. You know, this is the name they're gonna know me by. In fact, it's a name that they're gonna know me even more than my real name. You know, only a few people know my real name or call me by my real name. Even old Ndashibare, Amandidana son disina lalomwe, you know, and I say so we did an disina langa anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's how big it is. You know what I'm saying? So
how we do una join Power 101.
Yeah, that was 2007. 2007. That was the time. In fact, I'll tell you a story, right? You know, this is the time when I was actually told about these auditions at FM 101 by a friend of mine, Lawi. You all know Lawi now. He's a big musician. But that time, don't say we were just nobodies in the music. He was like, you know, he was producing, experimenting. We actually wanted to open our own studio in NDA. That time he told me, say, you know, I was going to a show, Real Elements. Kunali show Real Elements to French culture. And he told me, say, could audition, I want to revive women why this. And I was like, what? Zone. And those let's go along the way to be able to show show you Real Elements. So we did what Napita Kapesa Chinzeri, I mean could fancy so back on the highway. You know what I'm saying? Zere and we ended up getting in. Like I was the one who got in. He was the one who was more interested in going there, but I was the one who actually got the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of a story that, you know, many people don't even know. Like me and Lawi, you know, and we went together from audition at 101. And it was by chance, because otherwise I was going to go on a show. Yeah, we were Elements. I was like, you know what? I haven't did the audition. You know, and at the end of the day, it's not Shidiga. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
And the club bidira kuti Power 101 ndimene nakupangitsa kuti anthu adziwe tsopano even Malawi dziwe zona kuti kuli DJ lomwe mpaka na zimenezi zinakupangitsa kuti ukalowe ku Big Brother. Chinakupangitsa ndi chani kuti upange nawo apply za Big Brother?
Yeah. So here's another funny story. During that time, right, in Mangona and Tena, I wasn't even really watching the show that much. Because I was reporting was almost much in this show is Japa Wireless. And time manager I'm a bit CODE. You know the DJ Code. He's like, he's one of the guys who brought me up, introduced me to 101 Goja, and showed me a few things. And my auditions that show that I ended up on anachitika in 3 regions kuzuzu kulilongwe ku Blantyre anachitika ku Riles Hotel. And ine mabida ukapanga report kumene kujako monga kali journalist kuti ndikanene pa wireless kuti zikuenda bwanji za Big Brother nali ku auditions, this is what's happening unto they're lining up and so what happened at the end of it all, I was actually one of the last people Kobango audition. I just decided, but you know what? Let me also try my luck. Let me fill in these forms. Because I was at a point in my career of broadcasting 101 whereby I had done all of it, and I wanted to experience something new and also extend my broadcasting reach. My career. I wanted to find a way to get out of Malawi in terms of bringing my name outside the borders, taking my name over the borders, not just Kudi nationwide. I was already with 101 nationwide, but I was stuck in the same position. Kudi, okay, what's the next thing to do to progress? Because and Alisa Malawi year after year, it's the same thing. So what can you do to bring your name out of Malawi and take it across the continent? And the only thing that was happening at that time that was obvious was Big Brother. So I decided that time, you know what, let me go and be also a contestant. Napaga film a form muja sana fika ku 101 back to 101 nalo maroom aja audition aja. And it was very straightforward, to be honest. That first phase of auditions was very easy for me because I was full of confidence. I was doing exactly the same thing that I did when I did the auditions for FM 101. You see what I'm saying? All of the things I've done, I've been through auditions. And a lot of people always ask about, what's the formula? Okay, what is it that you need to do to get to Big Brother? But it's not a straightforward. It doesn't have a formula. It's all about being yourself. Chifukwa samafuna muntu yemwe character yemwe amafuna ma character osiyana zibanga clash munyumba muja muzibanga muzibanga clash wina ndiwo pay wina ndiwo longolola wina ndiwo jani so amafuna kuti ma characters aja muzibanga clash, you create drama, you create entertainment. So long as, for me, the formula is about being yourself, someone who's confident, someone who knows what they want, and someone who has some kind of level of keeping an audience. You can be in a group of people and you can get attention. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was it, because I already had experience with radio from doing those things.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll take you back to Big Brother.
Yeah.
Where you were like intimidated by somebody else, but you had to hit back to win back the women. When the women are around the corner, you always try to shine. So yeah, I'll take you back. Let's see what the
Check. I handle my biz like Jack Bauer, but I do it in seconds, no need for 24 hours. Wow. When I step off a battle, open up a murder case, not even CSI could find a single trace. Oh. Come on, Zeus, you know you can't keep pace. My flow's so hot, knock the mole off your face. Joe, my man Low, your flow is too slow. Let me teach you how to spit that fast. You like crack, you can kiss my big black ass. Yo, you couldn't make songs if your name was Trey.
I heard from Malawi that you the wackest DJ. Yo, my shit is too grimy. I kick the fattest raps even if my mic is tiny. Nigga try me. Nigga try me. I shine so hard my middle name is effing shiny. Yo, I ain't never heard of you on rotation. Channel O MTV, nah, I ain't even hating. Yo, you better keep that ish on the low. Cause when I jump up in the mic, this whole studio blow. This whole fucking scenario change up in the ashes. When I jump up on the mic, baby, it's the illest clashes. My bad.
Make sure you watch your words.
My bad. Bring it on. My bad. I go hard. All right, Brown.
That's the man are true.
Yeah. You know what, Zeus? You know. Hold up. Listen up. You know what, Zeus? You know bad, but you gotta polish up. Let me help you out like I got a shoe brush. First thing, never put me to the test, cause where you're standing is where you're gonna rest. My flow stay hard like my PP erect, and yours is all soft like Bernardina's chest.
Talking about your penis don't make you the man. If you was really the man, what happened to low hand? Wait. Yo, can I finish? Looking like Popeye after spinach. Yo, this is the second round KO. You talked about cannabis. Yeah, I know you love to blow. But yo, I keep you off that Mary Jane, son. Don't jump up in the stage, son. This is my game, son. This is my lane, son. This is my lane, son. When I pop out this gun, I know how to aim, son.
Alright, yeah. I know you got a reputation. I messed up your CV. I've even got the blind people seeing me. Come on, we all know you're trying to lose weight.
Yeah, so mene muja nditu muntu amafuna kuti akukhangeta kupange intimidate. I know Big Brother ndimene zimakhalira kupanga na shine chani.
Exactly.
Zidakhala bwanji nthawi imeneyi?
Well, I mean, like, you know, the whole scenario was whereby you get a chance to shine. Everybody gets a chance to shine. They had different scenarios whereby, you know, different talents, you know, could shine. And, you know, that year was very competitive. Our year was very competitive for a reason that it was called Big Brother Africa Amplified. There was a lot of entertainers. There was radio guys, there was TV guys, there was musicians. So, you know, and that situation was sponsored by Sprite, whereby their kind of, you know, routine. They like to sponsor, you know, rappers and rap battles, freestyles and things like that. And that was the scenario. And Zeus was coming in as a professional rapper. That was his background. I was coming in as a radio presenter, but a lot of people didn't know that I'm also, you know, dabbling in music. I also do music on the side, so it was a surprise to everybody, you know, like for me to do that. And I wasn't at all intimidated. I was actually very excited because, for me, anytime I get a chance to like show people something that they've never seen, that's what excites me. I'm telling you, like in life, I get bored. Even now, I'm very bored with my career because I'm working and thinking of, you know, to introduce something that I haven't shown people, you know. And so those are the kind of things where I shine. Those kind of things whereby you surprise people, you shock people. So I was very excited with this. I was already knowing the results of this rap battle. I knew that I was gonna shock Zeus, and I'm gonna have a chance to shock people, the whole continent. And I was like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. Nobody knows that I can rap. All right, everybody knows that Zeus is a rapper. Okay, this is my chance, and I'm gonna make this serious. And you know, in the preparation of these freestyles, I didn't make it obvious to anybody that, you know, I rap. You know, it was just like jokes. But when the time came, that's when I knew, like, okay, this is my chance. All right, here's my chance. So, you know, every time that opportunity comes, once again, in my kind of approach to this industry, it's always a big opportunity for me. It's more like an audition once again, and that's when I get to flourish. And once again, it's all about having confidence and being brave. You know, don't be scared. Don't be scared because you have nothing to lose. And for me, where I'm coming from Malawi. I didn't go to school for this, and it's all about confidence. I'm not scared to lose. I'm not scared to lose.
You
know what I'm saying?
Anyway, say you're more from Malawi.
Yeah. Exactly. So I mean, how many people have heard about Malawi? All of these guys in the show, they were coming from countries that have a reputation, and all of them, they were looking down on Malawi, and they were looking down on Malawi. They haven't heard anything special from Malawi, and they were surprised, like, "Are you ready for Malawi?" No, that's not true. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, yes, this is what I need, because I'm gonna surprise you. Because I like to be the underdog, because you always have a chance to shock people. You don't want to be in a position whereby people have too many high expectations and then you disappoint. You always want to be in a position where they don't know what to expect.
There's this song we started the show with, which shows like you have beef with Tigrin, directed to Tigrin.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where do we start? I mean, the song you played was actually the aftermath. It was like the closing, because that song ends. You see the music video. It's in a graveyard. It's like you put the nail on the coffin. But it started with another song called "Rumors of War," which it carries the whole story even till today. And a lot of people, of course, don't know the background of the whole situation and what caused it to come to that. But I'll explain it to you for the record. You know what I'm saying? And anybody can come in and even take Green if he was. Yeah. I challenge him. I don't really speak much, mention his name about it anymore, because I did my part and I was done with it. But I mean, in this day and age, I think people don't want to let go of the story, especially even him, because he always, like behind the scenes, he'll find a way to bring it up again. It's on Mikozi, and things like that. So, I'm like, okay, look, if you decide that you don't want, this is not, this story is not over, I'm all game, I'm all game for this thing, because I'm a student of the game, and, I can do this anytime. So the story that carries this is where someone is stepping on people's toes and thinking that there will be no consequences. So it all started when Tay Green came back to Malawi. He's been traveling with his mom. His mom is an ambassador at that time. They were living in different places, and notably in Botswana before they came to Malawi. When he came to Malawi, I was one of the few DJs in the country that was promoting him. As a same age person, was Nyamara Zanu. I understood that because I also grew up abroad, apart from Malawi. And Ineo Ndinzanga Drew, we were the two guys that were promoting his music when he came back to Malawi. You know what I'm saying? I was even in one of his music videos, his first music video in Malawi. You know what I'm saying? He's wearing even one of my outfits out there. You know what I'm saying? That was the kind of way it started, whereby we didn't have anything, to make a music video, and we did what we could. I played his music on the radio, and then there's Taps Bandawe, who is a close friend to my boss, Oscar Thompson, the owner of FM 101. The owner knows that we get along with his son Theo Thompson, who's a musician as well. So we were the known musicians at FM 101. We were the ones who were DJs and also doing music on the side. So we were doing music with Theo Thompson, the owner's son. So when Taps Bandawe came from England as a big time producer, he's coming back to Malawi, he wanted to come with an impact. So he opened a studio with the owner of FM 101. They opened a branch of FM 101 as a record label. And the boss told me and my friend Drew, oh, he's my friend. He's a producer. He's going to be running the studio, the FM 101 record label. And you guys already do music with my son. you guys should push this record label. I want you to do that. And we started off nicely. I go to the studio, taps Banda, where he gives me a CD with some instrumentals, about 3 instrumentals. He says, you know what, pick an instrumental and make a song, from these beats that I've made. And I did that. I chose one beat, I composed a song. I called it Focus on Africa. Obviously, after the BBC show, I was like, you know what, let's make a song from our own perspective as an African. We tell our own story, because BBC that's British,
Yeah.
And I composed the song. I record some of the song. I even get a guy in Paso Gigaribo to be on the chorus. I compose the chorus. He sings the chorus. We record everything. Only thing that's left is my verses. And we've done all of that stage. I go back to the studio the next day, because obviously I'm doing shifts. I'm working at the station doing shows, and the only time I get is when I'm not at the radio. So I go to the studio, and that day I went back to the studio. Taps Banda was telling me, "Oh, you know what? Tay Green was here. He came through. He loves that song. I played that song for him. Taps Banda was nice in Gaso, because he was so eager to make an impact. In Malawi, just coming back." So he was playing everybody, anything that was happening in the studio. So he played that song that I haven't finished to Tay Green, and he was excited. He wanted to be on the song. He recorded a verse on the song, and Taps Bandawe is telling me, I'm going to freestyle, but but we're not gonna put this there. And that day I wasn't there to record. I was just passing through, because I was going to my radio show. I go to my radio show. The next day, at 101, you can be in the production room and you can listen to what's live on air, So I put on, because I'm in the production room where you record adverts or whatever. And that's where I was recording some of my music myself. So I put on what's live on radio right now. And it's the Drive Time show. This guy, the DJ, Tony Friday, he's introducing a new song. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Malawi, this is a new one, brand new song produced by Taps Bandawe, and it's called Focus Africa with Tay Green and Paso Gigaribo. I'm like, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. I'm there in the production. I'm listening to these guys. They're dropping my song, with his verses on it. You know what I'm saying? And, how would you feel at that point in time? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know exactly how to feel. I was just waiting, being patient. And obviously, soon enough, Taps Bandawe calls me. He calls me after the song has been premiered on radio for the first time in Malawi. He calls me, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do remixes for this song. Yeah, I just dropped it. You know what? Yeah, I dropped that song. And we're going to do remixes. I want all the hottest guys in Malawi to be on this song. We're going to do a remix. I'm like, who do you think you're talking to? You don't know the story. Like, you're just coming in and you're eager to do this. You don't know the story. But I respected him for talking to me about it. You know what I'm saying? Although the guys could have said to me, you know what? We want to sell this. Can we sell this song to you? You be the composer. You be the songwriter, and we'll buy it from you or whatever. We want to use it. You don't want to use it, and we'll put someone else on it. I would have respected that. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. Taps Bandawe called me. Tay Green, 1 week, 2 weeks, no contact, nothing. He never called me to say that he's taken my song as his, telling everybody, or introducing it to everybody that is his song. He even went as far as sending it to BBC. They played it on the BBC radio as one of the songs from Africa, like it's his. And the funny thing is, if you listen to that song, it still has my voice in the background. You know what I'm saying? That's the funny thing. And he never called me. He never mentioned to me anything like, Lo, you know what, I used your song, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I recorded Rumors of War the same day, because, I was at that time I was very prolific with music. I was like, I had a lot of things to say. And I had a lot of music, on standby, and that gave me more motivation. So I recorded Rumors of War the same day in that room. I never went home the whole night, I recorded Rumors of War. DJ Kenny Clips, he played Rumors of War the next day. That's my boy, by the way. Rest in peace to Kenny Clips. You know, respect to the man. He's a big time, you know, broadcaster. He played my song. He understood, you know, the way things were happening. He played Rumors of War the next day, you know, and that from then on, the rest is history, because he started something that was just, so you could never go back.
In short, that's how it started.
Yeah, and people don't know. A lot of people don't know. People think like Agudi National, guys. You know, I'm like, guys, that's how you know. Agudi. You see what I'm saying? And that's how, you know, that's the problem with entertainment industry. You know, and now I have to go back and assume into Zogudi Sizona. You see what I'm saying?
Big Brother Yata.
Yeah.
Finals.
Yeah, I did. After Big Brother, you know, my approach to Big Brother was the fact that if I don't win, I want to make sure that I set myself up for you know, different things to be able to do, because I had experience with entertainment, and I knew that, you know, the most important thing is getting exposure, and I wanted to be in a situation whereby after Big Brother I can use that exposure, you know, to do different things. So after we came out of Big Brother, there was a lot of traveling, a lot of shows and things like that. So I did the homecoming show at Blue Elephant and things like that. So I had already those things in mind. I knew from the beginning that, okay, if I don't win, because I did better than I thought. I thought like, wow, 2 weeks, I'm still here. Oh maybe.
Were you still working with your Power 101?
I did for a short period of time. You know, I got the blessing from the owner. I told him, you know, like not like other people, you know, Bungo Joker. I told him, like, you know what, I actually went to the auditions and I got picked for you know, Big Brother, and he gave me the blessing. I mean, he was actually very proud, because there was not just me, but even CODE that went to Big Brother. So it was like a representation. It was like you're putting the brand up. You're putting the 101 brand up, because, you know, I was like, you know what? Yeah, you know, this can work in both ways. And he saw that, and he was proud of that. And he told me, like, you know, the door is open anytime, you know, you can do whatever. You can do a show. I put a lot of work in at 101, you know, apart from just being a presenter. I was the head of DJs I got promoted. I also created some of the new promos that they started using, you know, after some time, you know, in the studio. I created those things.
Let's go back to Big Brother, especially inside the Big Brother.
Baba God go handle the rest. Even if you don't get money, they jolly they shake body. No need to take your body. If it not be God way, that's what we be dead body. Nobody be the baby. When you fall, you go stand up again. You try them again and again. Cause it's not easy. The singer, they dance, and the people they rejoice. My brother, my sister. Today, if you could do a party, make we the tango. Baba Nobody gets it, always to follow. Try, but you know easy. Even if you don't get money, they call it a shake body. You need to take your body. If you know the God way, as some people get body. Nobody be done with you. When you fall, you go stand up again. You try them again.
Iyayi zikuoneka kuti munanjoya ndithu makamaka mkati mwa nyumba mmenemu. Zikuoneka so ngati munapata ndithu mmenemo mkatikati mwa nyumba. Zikuoneka kuti ndithu zinachitika mtundu wina. DJ Lomwe
Ali Babanja?
Ndikufunsa kuti DJ Lomwe
Ndifunso? Ndifunso? Ndifunso?
Ndifunso kuti kwati DJ Lomwe.
You know what? We did a shot for that. We did a shot for that. Yeah, come. Let's do a shot. Let's do a shot for that one. They got my shot. Yeah. Let's do a shot for that one. Yeah. There we go. Akumvela zomwe mune nazo. Tikuma mashoro limos.
DJ Lomwe is in the relationship.
Off the market.
Nanga si muli pabanja komano muli pa relationship.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Nanga sinafe kuti
Oh, okay. As message bas, it's just kungosimikisa bas. Kungosimikisa zomwe zikuchitika. Koma zikuchitika. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, this is like, something that's, it's fresh and it's beautiful and it's definitely, it's got a lot of future. You know what I'm saying?
That's Kazana, isn't it? Sicilia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just
international vibes.
We can make mistake.
Aziwe bas, aziwe. Ayamba kufuza zo.
Abwele limuoneso buno bwino.
Babe, I would have funa kuone nero. Afuna kuone. Apati panga shorty na bas. Every time I go wanna. Come on. Yeah? I don't know manyaz. Zona.
Tabela apati one mutsawandisa mamuna atu.
Inde.
Okay.
Hello.
So,
yeah. Aba basu mapanga short tu basi ndia madamu tu.
Okay, madam.
A toast.
Ndamene mukusunga muntu ywe.
Volume DJ.
Kumene gogo tu.
Wait. We're gonna do a shot here. Okay, hold on. Let me see where I raise the volume here.
Kuno bwino tu komano kumene gogo. Anagwira so.
But can you hear me?
Tukuveka bwino.
Okay.
Iwe udiva.
No, azazaka anamba kuimba tu pompano tu basi tu anamba kale kuimba tu afuse bwino kuti zona.
Akudabwa kuti
nde asokoneza volume mpaka.
Wachoka pamake azane.
Tadula phone pamene pa anamba kuimba kale azazake kuti zikhala basi.
Okay, congratulations inu kalela nani nditu izi
Cheers guys. More love. Inde. Life is short. There's my prayer. kumapangazo zosiyanazo, you know, zodi
izi sizindilepheretsa kufusabe mu Big Brother muja munakhalika ngati munakoka ndithu zinavuta pati.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can turn this volume up. No, but I can't hear him. One moment.
Okay.
Inde.
Ukundiva? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Ukundiva?
Yeah, Nugumva Goma is still a bit low.
Bada nila volume much.
Excuse the pun, but it's still a bit low. Let me go to audio here. Let me see. Speakerphone. Yeah. Okay.
Ukundiva?
Ndakonza.
Zikuveka? Zikuveka pamene? Hello? 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 Zakhalaso bwanjiso langa. Hello?
Yeah, we're back. Okay. We're back.
Yeah, the dealer guy.
You want to say ball. Yeah, we're live again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so come back with that one.
Yeah, ndimanena kuti mu Big Brother muja mukhaika ngati munavanamo ndi munthu umene muja wa dziko lina wachizimayi zinavuta pati.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, you know, like in that kind of scenario, in that show, it's all about, you know, you go with the flow. So it's like everybody's doing something to push things forward. You know what I'm saying? So let's say we have interactions in that show. Komano, after the show, it's like the main priority is about you and pushing everything that you did on that show forward in terms of, you know, your career. So it's not like what you have to decide. Okay, are you gonna say you're gonna push the relationship and then drop everything that you went there for that show for? You know, push as a relationship. No, man. You know, everything comes with the career. So if those things can be possible while you're pushing your career, it's up a ball. But when I was out of that, when I came out of the show, I was all about pushing my career. My trips, Ghana, Kenya, Botswana, all of that. That was my priority, pushing the name out to the continent as I began. You know, relationship. Let's say she wasn't traveling a lot, you know. She was in Ethiopia, and I even invited her to the Lake of Stars. It's just like she had difficulties with logistics, but you see that with the Nabanga invite and Rambidi from Big Brother who Lake of Stars, Ajina Sharon O, Lotus, Zeus, you know, and there was Kim Mumba from Zambia. So it was like, it's up to, you know, you can't force things. So if people can make it, and you know, long distance, you know, how do you coordinate it? It's not easy.
Chabwino. Anthu amati lomwe timangomona apa, lomwe amoneka apa, lomwe amoneka apa, lomwe sakudziwa chimene akuchita, lomwe sakudziwika zimene akuchita. Tatifotokozereni lomwe mukupanga chani pakalipa.
But it's like, you know, like I spent a lot of time, like, you know, I took a long hiatus, as they call it, from like entertainment, right? And the fact that I relocated from Malawi to SA, my mission is not over. You know, my mission was basically interrupted with the lockdown. You know, a lot of things happened with the lockdown. People don't know that I started a radio show that I created myself, called The Catch Up, which was being broadcast from Emperor's Palace. It's one of the biggest casinos in Africa, and it's right next to OR Tambo, the biggest airport in Africa. So, like, you know, I created that show, and I proposed it, and it got accepted on Caxton Radio. It's an online radio, but it's a big radio station. We had some of the biggest guests, even the likes of Kenny Kunene, you know, who is a big legend in South Africa. You know, the likes of Dlamini Tuli, the likes of Nasty C, you know, Stilo Magolide, like so many people.
Yeah, but what are you doing as it is now?
Oh, at the moment, I'm basically just basically trying to create the foundation once again. So I'm working on rebuilding a studio, which is going to eventually branch out into a record label. There's a lot of a lot of guys from Malawi, like young people from Malawi, that want me to, you know, to basically help them out, and they want me to basically have a label and have them on my label and things like that, and use my brand.
But we have seen a lot of Malawians coming to South Africa to perform.
Oh yeah.
But you are nowhere to be seen, like maybe.
Oh no. Yeah, and for me, I do that deliberately. I'm not involved. I don't want to be involved in that kind of approach, because, you know, it's something that, for me, that's not the approach that I want to represent while I'm here in SA. I know that there's a lot of guys who host these shows, the likes of, you know, the names. You know, they bring those artists, the Black Missionaries, they bring the other artists, the Dreamos, and they take them to these venues, these funny venues. If you saw those venues, you would even say, why are these guys even going there to South Africa? But you see that a lot of these promoters, I'm not gonna mince words. A lot of these promoters in SA, they've been there and done that, and they play games with a lot of these Malawian artists who have never been exposed to this kind of stage, and they use them. And once they get here, it's too late, because they might as well get on the stage. But I could use a good example, as in Joe Gwaladi. Look at Joe Gwaladi. You know, he came here, he performed, he was scheduled to perform for one weekend. He ended up performing for 2 weeks straight. You know, performing some shows whereby there's not even people, because those are the same people that came to your first show. You can't expect them to come again next week. And it's just the promoters using his moment, using his name. And yet he goes back to Malawi, and you saw the stories going around on WhatsApp. The guy is back in Palombe, in these taverns, drinking cachaso and things. And his reputation, his name, is getting washed up. You see things like that. So some things you avoid, because you don't have to. Some things you don't do. You keep your name by not doing. If you were doing everything, you'd be involved in those kind of situations. You didn't get paid.
What are you doing for a living at the moment?
For a living? No, I do all kinds of things. Yeah, I'm also like I do business. I have I do marketing for let's say you could say like job seekers. Like I create platforms for creating jobs, like job search. Let's say like there's people, like the average people who do like odd jobs, like plumbers, carpenters, electricians, those kind of people. I do a lot of like online marketing, whereby I can seek those jobs using online marketing, and then obviously you subcontract people that you have a database, and you bring those people onto that job. You say like, okay, look, I've got a job that requires an electrician. Those guys, they'll come to you, or you talk to them. Hey, you're an electrician. Look, I've got this job. Are you willing to work with me on this? So for me, that's a platform that I really want to push. I want to create that platform into something that can be big, like a application. You know, like the same way you might have like Uber. Uber is just it doesn't have an office. It doesn't have a structure. It basically relies on a software whereby anybody can work for Uber so long as you use that brand name. And so long as you use that brand name, you pay them a percentage for using that brand name. They'll give you the software whereby they'll show you the map of the customer, where the customer is, and you go to that customer. They got you the customer using the software.
Your website, like job seekers.
Yeah. No, but now it's not published. It's something that I'm still working on, because I mean it's not perfected. But basically, it's a job center whereby you can, whoever's doing odd jobs, electricians, plumbers, all of those kind of people, they can use that platform to get jobs. So I will find the jobs using that software, and it uses like internet, like Google. Google is a search engine, and if you understand it well, you use Google, whereby Google itself will find the customers. All right, it will find the customers for you. And then you will connect those customers to the workers. You see what I'm saying? I can't give you the details, but yeah, that's the basics.
It's okay. So, what are you doing for your career? Are you planning to come back as a musician, as a DJ, as a, for your career? What's the plan?
Yeah. Oh no, definitely. I mean, like I said, for me, it was like
it's not where
you
belong.
Of course. I mean, like I feel like this has been a good thing. Like taking a break is like it's refreshing. You're watching what things are what is happening with the industry, and also you come up with new ideas as to how to approach things the next time. And I also believe in a concept, a philosophy whereby you can create value or increase value by being scarce. So for me to kusowago, makanga dugudi, you're increasing your value. For the sungo kala wawamba ulibadi say. So what I'm saying is that when you go missing, you actually you can increase value, especially if you create something that you come back with.
Of course,
no ways muntu ngati ineyo sindingasowe zochita. I have my currency ineyo chomwe madalira ineyo is what I've been given by God, which is creativity. My creativity, it could never go away. I was born with that thing, and that's what I rely on. That's the only thing I rely on. Palibe aminana ndithandiza politician or whatever kupanga zinthu ineyo zinthu zili maganizo, and those ideas, they're full in my head. You see what I'm saying? So my currency is my creativity, and I have plenty of ideas that I want to implement, but it needs the right environment, right time. And right now I'm ready. Right now, trust me, what I'm saying is I'm getting the studio prepared. The studio, as you know, is like my office. Once I have my own personal studio, I can do anything. I can do radio shows. I can do radio adverts. I can do music, songs, even effects for DJs. So I'm taking my time with this. Come again?
Do you have equipment or you have to buy them?
No. Right now, I started from scratch. Like I'm telling you, I started from scratch. So my approach is that I'm even going to own my own radio shows, whereby I'm not going to work for a radio station, but I'm going to sell radio shows to different radio stations.
Are you planning to do all this in South Africa, or you want to go back to Malawi and do?
No. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it everywhere. The whole point of things right now, you have to innovate. You have to come up with new ways of doing things. You don't have to be physically in that place to do something. I don't have to be in Malawi to do a show in Malawi. I can do a radio show for Malawi where I am right now and send it to Zodiac. I can send it to Times Radio. I can send it to Mibawa TV and things like that. So that's the idea. You see what I'm saying? I'll record my shows. I will send them to Malawi. I can liaise with sponsors in Malawi, the banks, all of those guys. I'll put their address in my radio show, pre-recorded shows, whereby they can broadcast in Malawi. And I will be exclusive. I won't be a DJ who works for a radio station in Malawi. I'll be a DJ who only does their show, which makes it even more special. You see what I'm saying? So the idea is beyond being an employee. It's about owning. You have to be an owner now. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm going back to where I started.
What period are you giving yourself then?
I'm thinking by the end of this year, I will have the studio up and running. Apart from having artists, I also will have a record label where I will sign artists, where I will put Malawian young musicians onto the international stage, onto the international collaboration stage. I will put Malawian young artists in a situation whereby they can collaborate with artists in South Africa, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Kenya. See, so my record label is going to be selective. It will be something that's never been done in Malawi. All of those guys in Malawi that are artists, what are they doing for the young artists? What are they doing? They're only doing things for themselves. The likes of Tay Green, okay, for example, the likes of Tay Green. What has he ever done for any musicians in Malawi apart from himself? He's never done anything for anyone. He only does things for himself, and he's just a mama's boy. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't do anything for himself apart from.
You're bringing back the beef again.
Because they're bringing me back into the picture, so I might as well also throw jabs back to these guys. Look, he got given a car by a politician the other time. What do you think that situation means? Do you think that situation it means anything apart from someone? Does he need a car? Does he need to be given a car? What about the other guys, young artists? Don't you think they're the ones who should be given those things? You see what I'm saying? You're giving someone who is been in the game for so long. What has he shown? What has he shown? What has he done? He's never been on Big Brother. He's been to Big Brother auditions 4 times. He's never been chosen. He's tried politics. He tried to be a MP in Longwe. He's never been chosen. No one voted for him. He's just making music from money that's given to him by people. He doesn't have a day job. He doesn't work in any office. He only makes money that is given to him. He's like a brat, a spoiled brat. He makes music videos that are sponsored. He's never worked a day in his life. Which office can you tell me that he's worked for? Or what position has he done? You see what I'm saying? So come on, let's be honest. If we're gonna be honest, then now is the time to get the words from me. And this is an exclusive. I'm gonna tell you now. That guy, he's never worked a day in his life. I've worked for FM 101 for 7 years and have the records to prove it. Even Lucius Banda will tell you, I have promoted his albums, all of those guys. I have promoted Black Missionaries. I have promoted Lulu, Dan Lufani, all of those guys. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why they respect me. I say I've sacrificed myself, my career, to make those guys famous. I have done that work. I've put in my work. That's why those guys respect me. And they know that it's about time, Lome, he needs to get back on the stage, because they know I did it for passion. I did it because I love what I do. I love media. I love the situation that I'm in. I don't do this just because I get paid.
Lome, yeah, has been a pleasure to talk to you. What's your last thought for tonight? What I can say is, I think people should know that the guy that they wanted, what they wanted, that's what is coming true. You be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it, and this is what it is. And yeah, and I get it too, because I also realize it that I was downplaying some of my other side, my broadcasting side. I was keeping it quiet for some time, and I was being respectful. But now I feel like, man, let me go back to how things were, and let's see what happens. And yeah, so they should expect what was there before.
And the good thing about me, don't forget, the reason why I've been keeping myself quiet and protecting my brand is exactly that. My brand is still reputable. There's no disrespect to my brand. I haven't done any scandals. No, that one, you just have to keep a watch. Don't worry. You know, I've been careful to look after. I've been looking after my brand. Don't worry. Ayi koma sizingakaleza wamba. Sizingakaleza wamba. Ine sizimbapanga za wamba. Ineyo ngati ndikupanga zokuti zikuonekera, ngati zoonekera pa TV, pa live, sizingakaleza boza. You know what I'm saying? Sinemapanga zinthu zongokhala za wamba yeah. Sizo. Never. You can check. Nanga wina dude. Nanga wina dude amene tumaika post, you know. Ndizomwezo. Ine sinemapanga zokayikaro. Chinthu ndikachika pa broadcast ndekuti basi. It means there's a good reason. Otherwise, simangoponya AI, simangoponya pa ujini, pa kungovunga pa ujini, pa Facebook.
Yeah, ndikufunani zabwino zonse chikwadi chomutsatitana iferi zabwera ndithu ngati anthu amene mukutionera ngati mulibe mafunso ena ndi ena kwa DJ lomwe mwina
tandioneseni mafunso, bali mafunso, tandiuzeni bali mafunso, ngati bali mafunso ndiyankhire bisanate
ati ukukhala kutiko
ndikukhala bwino ndingodero. You know what, I don't like to give details.
Asa ukukhala bwanji ukukhala kuti
ndikukhala ku Johannesburg, but I can't give addresses. You know how it happens nowadays. Akamakutola kwambiri, akamakusada kwambiri. But just know that I'm in one of the most happening cities in the world, Johannesburg, Sikwazibwana, you know what I'm saying? And trainers, they don't last here. It's not easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
DJ Lome alipo. Amene ndithu akufusa kuti so kwambiri.
Ilipo.
Imene yoyo pa 101 ikupepa ili pa hot atino muri kumeneko kwakuti pa 101 inkapepa kwambiri.
Awuli DJ Loma alipo? Okay, check. Look, I'm still here when all of the smoke clear. No, you couldn't stop me even if I was in a wheelchair. Yeah, I know the hate on low because I stay on top because your girl down below. That's just a freestyle on the down low. Key E-Y. Why? I keep it on the down low. Freestyle, taina ili yonse, alipa amina ngelegeze, ni matenta bali bonse, kupaze nyao ziko lili yonse, region ili yonse, zone ili yonse. CAT, Central African Time, anytime, you know the boy gonna rhyme. Steady na kulagwila ni deo mwendi na badwa, magudu dili nao kwa mazopusa sidi manfa. You know what I'm saying?
That's what. Yeah, DJ Lome ndikuyamikire kwambiri kuti unabwera pano ndikufunira zabwino zonse makamaka zako zimene ufuna upange ndikhulupirira ndakufunsa zonse zoyenera kukufunsa
ngati it's not the last time
kuganiza unena kuti mwina mwafuna overa wauze.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, don't forget, like, when I'm on my pages, I ain't entitled Billy Mona, Visionaire. That's my brand, you know, that's my brand. In fact, that's like, you know, in my Dalilanga, the intuition. So that's what has been coming in my dreams. Tavis will say, Visionaire is my brand. You know, Visionaire, the concept, it means turning a vision into a millionaire reality. So Visionaire is like a millionaire vision. Okay, maganizo aja kwabanga manifest ndikuchiti gadi. So that's what my label is all about. So from now on, it's all about Visionaire. But it's about Visionaire lifestyle. It's about elevation. Malawi amadederera ngadi niyo tufuna gudi sisinte you're doing broadcasting, that's great, and you're elevating. You're in a position whereby you're in international stage, and your stage is on another level. So visionary is about creating something that's rare and bringing yourself up. So visionary is the next stage from Lomwe. It's not about just me. It's about me now bringing other people onto the stage using my brand. So the visionary is limitless.
Akuti wewe kodi beef yako ndiyata green basi ulibe so munthu wina aso amene uli naye ndi beef.
It's not the beef ndi wina aliyese. It's just because anthu aja ine kumuntu kundiamba, I will reply in the same way. Ngati za music ndipanga za music zomwezo, you know what I'm saying? So iye uja anandikhumudwitsa pa stage ya music, nami yankaso pa stage ya music omweyo. So iye uja mina sanakhutisidwe, and sangati sanakhutisidwe, I'm here, you know, ndili ready anytime, you know what I'm saying? Nde ananonesa kuti sanakhutisidwe, you know, antabwesa achina Zeus kumalawi kuja, anafuna kutipanga sabotage show yathu, kusonyeza kuti he wasn't satisfied with the beef, you know, anayika show yake. So same time ku Limbe Country Club ine show yanga ili ku Banda Sports Club ndikubanga ndi Zeus, you see what I'm saying? And kenako anani banga expose pa mikozi akuti anthu ena amamfunsa kuti Lomwe kuja akupanga chani, kenako iye kumayankha kumanena kuti Lomwe ndo apanga you know what I'm saying, nayankha pene paja. So he showed me good, okay, the guys are not satisfied. So in end people, you know what I'm saying? There, but no, what's gonna happen next is that I'm gonna change the scenario for you. You know what I'm saying? So Zabobo, koma ine ndibe beef ndi wina aliyense anandipasa ulemu.
Yeah, ndikusiyeni
apa. Even physics.
Ndikusiyeni musangalale ndi achikondi popeza kanthawi sokatha. Mwina mawa kumabwereraso kumaganyu ndi zina zotero. Komano ndikuyamikeni kwambiri na Lomwe ndithu ndikufunani zabwino zonse kuyambira lero pita kutsogolomo mmene mukupanga li brand, your brand.
Cheers, man. Yeah, man. Let's have a last shot. Let's have a shot for the, you know, for the goodbyes, bruh.
Last one.
One last shot, guys. Come on, you know. We're international, bro. You're in Europe, you're in UK. I used to live there, mate.
You have to come back here, man.
Believe it or not, I grew up there. I even played football. I did trials for Leeds United.
Leeds United.
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. I went to Elland Road. Elland Road when I was 12 years old. I did trials for Leeds United. A lot of people don't know. I could have been a soccer player.
You need to come back here.
I will. My brother stays there. My brother is from there.
Ah, brilliant.
Yeah, my brother is from there.
No.
You know,
you need to come back here, man.
My family is extended.
And it will be easy for you to rebrand yourself anyway.
Yeah, listen, like in another lifetime, I would have been one of those guys in London there doing drill music. You see what I'm saying?
You are cheating it. My shorty Sumaigamo Jewish here.
Madam, she can't survive.
It's cheating.
Ineyonta kumenya kwa madam sangati. Nangwabe you have the glass of say the short even we Jewish it's so good. Cheers, man. You know, I love the interview. I hope you record it, and yeah, I'll broadcast it as well on my channels as well, man. You know.
No problem, man. Thank you very much.
This is Jeza. Big up, man. Big up.
Anthu amene nasonkhana apa ndithu kumene kunde kucheza kwathu makamaka ndi DJ Lomwe tikhale tikubweretsa anthu osiyana pano ndithu kuti tizicheza nawo amene azikhala kuti akufunikira kuti timve zambiri yawo kuti ndiyotani. DJ Lomwe anasowa pakatipa komano wabwera ndithu komano wabweranso ndi wachikondi watibweretsera wachikondi wake ndithu amene popano mwina tizipa kuti madate akuyenda bwanji ma save the date komano apa ndi pamapiro penipeni ndithu pamene tafika apa mwakoma nonse until next time
Yonse.